Okay, welcome to Protect Law Group's SBA Offers in Compromise. So if you're in default on your SBA loan, you as the borrower or the guarantor or both are at risk to lose a lot of things. So you got to get it taken care of. You could lose your house, your savings, any other assets you might have, within certain limitations. If you do a tax return, you could lose that. A portion of your wages from your paycheck might be garnished, and you might lose certain federal benefits such as Social Security. So, as you can see, it's important to take care of any SBA loan problems that you might have. The Protect Law Group can help you settle your SBA loan debt for a fraction of the amount owed if you meet certain conditions. And the way you do this is through an offer in compromise. It's the SBA's policy to consider compromise of debt on its loans for less than the amount owed if the borrower cannot make full payment on the loan within a reasonable amount of time. So you have to be able to show the SBA that, based on your current income and your foreseeable income and your assets, that they are not going to be able to recover the full amount of the loan in a reasonable amount of time. Now, you should be aware that the SBA cannot accept an offer in compromise or an OIC if there's fraud, misrepresentation, or financial dishonesty by the borrower. If collection of the debt is barred by bankruptcy, that is, if you have filed a personal bankruptcy, included your guaranteed debt to the SBA, they won't do an offer in compromise on that. And to be honest, there's no reason why you would make an offer in compromise. Maybe the statute of limitations has run, and the SBA is not going to consider an OIC if you, as the borrower, have the ability to pay the debt in full within a reasonable amount of time, as we said. Now, keep in mind, just because you've submitted an OIC, that does not mean you're off the hook. You are still liable for the full amount on the debt until the OIC is accepted. Now, you as the borrower have to prepare and submit an offer in compromise with financial statements to the Certified Development Company, the CDC, on your loan. And also you have to be aware that any forgiveness of an SBA loan may be treated as a taxable event by the IRS, and it's possible you can receive a 1099 at the end of the year showing that amount of forgiveness. Now, the CDC that you're dealing with is going to evaluate each OIC based on the following. As we've said before, your ability to pay the debt based on the value of your assets, your liabilities, and your earning power, and also the other factor that's going to be considered is the cost and risk of collecting the debt through litigation. So, if it's estimated that the cost of litigating this is going to be $25,000 and the potential recovery is only going to be $5,000, that weighs in your favor. Also be aware that you have a history of providing financial information for this SBA loan. So the CDC will compare the information that you had provided previously when obtaining the loan with the information, the financial information that you submit with the OIC. And they're also going to check independent information such as credit reports. So it's important that you remain honest when you submit your OIC. I mean, I know the thought would be, hey, let's try to minimize how many assets you have and increase your liabilities, but you can't fudge the numbers if there's a conflict with what you'd put previously. And also keep in mind, just because you've made an offer and compromise, the CDC can come back and make a counteroffer. With regard to an OIC, the offer must be reasonably related to the amount that could be collected through debt collection. With an OIC, a lump sum cash settlement is preferred, but you can usually do installment payments up to 5 years. And if you are a going concern, then other arrangements might need to be made with other creditors. So if your OIC is approved, then you're given a written agreement regarding that OIC. Any cash settlements are paid. A promissory note is executed for installment payments. So if you're going to pay the OIC over time, you have to execute a promissory note. And any liens are perfected on new collateral to secure the promissory note. So if you're going to be making payments over time, you might have to offer up new collateral that's going to be secured. Also keep in mind that an OIC with one borrower does not eliminate the liability of any of the other borrowers or guarantors. So, for instance, you might have a business partner. Your business partner might submit an OIC and it might be accepted by the SBA. Keep in mind that does not get you off the hook for the full amount of the loan. And also keep in mind if the OIC is not accepted, you as the borrower and any other obligors remain liable for the debt. Moreover, keep in mind that an OIC is usually a one-time deal. If you as a borrower file the SBA form without understanding the ins and the outs of the process, and your OIC is rejected for whatever reason, not enough documentation, whatever the case may be, it is very, very likely that you're not going to have a second chance to make an offer and compromise. So you need to do it right the first time. And that's why we're here. We can guide you through the OIC process. We can prepare the paperwork for you, obtain the necessary documentation and valuations that you'll need for a successful offer and compromise. We've helped a lot of debtors who have been in default on loans, on SBA loans, make successful offers and compromise. Contact us today for a free evaluation. You can call us at 888-756-9969. Check us out on the web, sba.attorneys.com, or you can email us, markf@protectlawgroup.com or alexz@protectlawgroup.com. Thank you very much.